Hello everyone, welcome to Math Archives. In this video, let me discuss some of the examples under unbalanced assignment problem. That is, if a non-square matrix is given, then how can we calculate the optimum assignment schedule and its associated cost? That we are going to discuss now. As a first example, let me solve the following assignment problem. Here worker and jobs are given. There are 4 workers A, B, C, D, but there are only 3 jobs J1, J2, J3. Look at this matrix. It is not a square matrix. So, if it is not a square matrix, then the given problem is an unbalanced assignment problem. If it is an unbalanced assignment problem, then first we have to convert this into a balanced one. Then we have to proceed using Hungarian method to find the optimum assignment schedule. For that, what we are going to do now is, we introduce a dummy column because it has 4 rows. So here number of rows is not equal to number of columns. That is the meaning of unbalanced. If the number of rows is equal to number of columns, that's a balanced one. So here the number of rows, there are 4 rows, but only we have 3 columns. So to make it a balanced one, we have to introduce one more column. With a 0 cost element, I have to introduce one more column that we label as J4 with 0 cost elements. If we are doing so, now the matrix becomes balanced one and we make use of the Hungarian method to find the optimum assignment schedule. Now, after introducing the dummy column, the matrix becomes, so we get a cost matrix like this. It is a 4 by 4 matrix because here the number of rows is equal to number of columns. So we make use of the Hungarian algorithm now. As a first step of Hungarian method, what we are going to do now is check whether each row and each column has at least one 0 element. Here look at the first row, it has a 0 element. Second row also has a 0 element, and for the third row that also has a 0 element, and the last row also has a 0 element. Now let me check it along column wise too. Look at the first column, it doesn't have any 0 element. So let me now write down the column minima. So for the first column, 8 is the minimum element, and for the second column 10 is the minimum element, and for the third column it also doesn't have any 0, so 6 is the minimum element, and for the last column it also has zeros, so leave it. So our column minima is 8 for the first column, 10 for the second column, and 6 for the third column. Now we have to subtract this minimum elements from its corresponding column entries. Let me start with the first column. We have to subtract 8 from its first column elements. So now 11 minus 8, 3, 8 minus 8, 0, 9 minus 8, 1, 10 minus 8, 2. And for the second column, we have to subtract 10 from the second column elements. So 14 minus 10, 4, 10 minus 10, 0, 12 minus 10, 2, 13 minus 10, 3. And for the third column, 6 is the minimum element. Now we got to subtract 6 from third column elements. 6 minus 6, 0. 11 minus 6, 5. 7 minus 6, 1. 8 minus 6, 2. And we have to write down the last column element as it is, since it has a 0 element already. So now the matrix is ready for making assignments. Now we are going to give an assignment. For that, let me write down first the number of 0 elements in each row. In the outside of the matrix like this, that is, the first row has 2 zeros, second row has 3 zeros, third row has only 1 zero, and the last row has 1 zero. So we always give first preference for the rows which has less number of zeros first. So here the third and fourth row has only 1 zero. So we give the first assignment either for the third row or fourth row. That is based on our choice. So keep in mind that we always give the first assignment for the row which has less number of zeros compared with other. And no need to write number of zeros like this in the outside of the matrix like this. This is for your understanding purpose only. You just keep that in mind and make an assignment. That's enough. Now I am going to make an assignment. Here I have to choose the last row first. For my first assignment, so make a square around the 0 element like this, which indicates an assignment is made. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. In its column it has 3 0 elements, so I have to cross the 0 element like this, which means an assignment is already made, so no need of making further assignment here. So in the column wise it has 3 0 elements, I cross as 3 0 elements, and row wise it doesn't have any 0, so leave it. Now, so the third row doesn't have any 0 element. Let's move on to first and second row. The first row we have only 1 0 element, whereas the second row we have 2 0 element. So we give first preference for the first row. So I make an assignment here. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. Row wise and column wise it doesn't have any 0, so leave it. Next, for the second row we have two possibilities. Either we make an assignment here or here. That is based on our choice. We have to choose either one of the two positions. So I have to choose this position for making assignment. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 element in the same row and column. So row wise it has only 1 0 element. I cross the 0 element like this. Now after making assignment, check whether each row has exactly one assignment. First row has an assignment, whereas the second row has an assignment. Third row doesn't have any assignment. Look at the third row, it doesn't have any assignment, whereas the fourth row has an assignment. If it is so, the current assignment is not optimal, so we move on to next step. So as a next step, what we are going to do now is draw a minimum number of lines which covers all the 0 elements. For that, we have to draw a minimum number of lines. So to draw a minimum number of lines, we have to follow a certain procedure. For that, mark the row which doesn't have any assignment. So the third row doesn't have any assignment, you mark this row. This is the first step. So mark the row which doesn't have any assignment. This is the first step. After marking this row, look at the elements in this row. Is there any 0 elements? Yes, there is a 0 element here. So you mark this corresponding column. This is what the second step. So after marking the third row, look at is there any zero element. If it is a zero element, you have to mark this corresponding column. So mark the column which has zeros in the marked rows. Mark the column which has zeros in the marked rows. After this, in this column, check whether is there any assignment made. Here there is an assignment. If it is so, you have to mark this corresponding row. This is the third step. So mark the row which has assignment in marked column. Mark the row which has assignment in the marked column. This is the third step. So after this, we have to draw a straight line through all unmarked rows and marked column. So draw a straight line through unmarked rows. The first and second rows are unmarked, whereas the third and fourth are marked rows. So draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked column. Fourth column alone is a marked column. So draw a straight line through the fourth column alone. So this gives the minimum number of straight lines which covers all zero elements. Let me show this matrix clearly to you now. Yeah, this is the matrix. So after this, what we are going to do now is, you have to choose the minimum elements not covered by any of the lines. So these are all elements which are not covered by any of the lines. That is 1, 2, 3, 2. These are all elements not covered by any of the lines. So among this, you have to choose the minimum element. Here the minimum element is 1. So 1 is the minimum element here. So what we are going to do next is, you have to add 1 with the point of intersection of the straight lines. So at these two positions, you have to add this minimum element, because 1 is the minimum element. So you have to add this 1 with the point of intersection of the two straight lines. So for these two positions alone, we have to add 1, and we have to subtract 1 from the all uncovered elements. You have to subtract 1 from the all uncovered elements, and you leave the remaining elements as it is. Now let me first subtract. For the third row, we have to subtract 1 minus 1, 0, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 0. And for the fourth row, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. And for the first row, fourth position, we have to add 0 with 1, that is 1. Second row, fourth column, here itself we have to add 0 plus 1, 1. And you have to write down the remaining elements as it is. So for the first row, 3, 4, 0, second row 0, 0, 5, and for the third row here we have 0, and for the fourth row here we have 0 element. After this, we are going to now make an assignment. For that, as usual, we are going to write down the number of zeros in each row, the outside of the matrix. So first row has only 1 0, second row has 2 0, third row has 3 0, and the last row has only 1 0. Here, first and fourth row has only 1 0, so either we have to give the first assignment for the first row or the last row. Now I have to choose the first row for making my first assignment. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. So row wise it doesn't have any 0 element, column wise it has only 1 0. So I have to cross the 0 element. After doing this, So the third row has only 2 0, and for the last row I am going to give the next assignment. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. Row wise it doesn't have any 0, whereas column wise it has only 1 0, so cross the 0 element. Now second row has 2 0 element, whereas third row has only 1 0 element. So I am going to make assignment for the third row first. So after making assignment here, you cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. So the last chances for this position alone. So the assignment is made. So for this position there is no 0 in the same row and column. So the assignment is made. After this, check whether each row has exactly one assignment. So each row and also column also has exactly one assignment, which means the current assignment is optimal. So the optimum assignment schedule is worker is assigned with job 3, that is J3. Worker B is assigned with job J2, and worker C is assigned to J1, and worker D is assigned to job J4. So after this we have to write down this is what the optimum assignment schedule we have arrived. After this we have to write down the cost associated with it. For that we need the original cost associated with these portions. So let me look at the given cost matrix. From that matrix we have to take the original cost associated with this portion. This is what the given matrix. So using the Hungarian method, we reduce this matrix to this form and arrive at the optimum assignment schedule like this. So for this portion we have the cost associated with that is A to J3, that is 6. And for the second row, B to J2. B to J2 we have 10. And C to J1, 9. D to J4. So since it is unbalanced, we make it a balanced by introducing a dummy column. So for D to J4 means it has 0 cost. So now adding all these values together, we get the minimum assignment cost is equal to 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 0. So adding all these values, we get 6 plus 10, 16 plus 9, 25. So for the given problem, we arrive at optimum assignment schedule and its minimum assignment cost is 25. So what is the conclusion we have arrived from this one is, here the worker D, who is left without having any assignment, because here he is having assignment for the fourth column. Here the fourth column is my dummy column. So D to J4 means the worker D is assigned to a dummy job J4, which means he is left without any assignment. Let me now move on to another example. Solve the following assignment problem. Here jobs and machines are given. There are only 3 jobs and 4 machines. Look at the matrix. It is not a square matrix, isn't it? So it is a unbalanced assignment problem. Why it is unbalanced assignment problem is, here the number of rows is not equal to number of columns because we have only 3 rows but there are 4 columns. So to convert into a balanced assignment problem, we have to introduce a dummy row. Since we have only 3 rows, so we introduce a dummy row D with 0 cost element. Now the matrix becomes a balanced one. Then we make use of the Hungarian algorithm to find the optimum assignment schedule. So after introducing dummy row, the matrix becomes, this was the matrix we have obtained after introducing the dummy row D with 0 cost elements. Now we make use of the Hungarian assignment algorithm to find out the optimum assignment schedule and its associated cost. For that, as a step 1, check whether each row has at least one 0 element. Here, first row, second row and third row doesn't have any 0 elements. So for that, let me now write down the row minimum for each row. So for the first row, the minimum element is 18. And for the second row, the minimum element is 8. And look at the third row, here the minimum element is 10. So 18, 8, 10. These are all the minimum elements in the first 3 rows. Look at the last row, it has 0 elements, so leave it. Now we have to subtract the minimum elements from its corresponding row elements. So let me start with the first row. If we subtract 18 from the first row, 18 minus 8, 0. 24 minus 8, 6. 28 minus 18, 10. 32 minus 18, 14. Coming to the second row, subtract 8 from the second row elements. So 8 minus 8, 0. 13 minus 8, 5. 17 minus 8, 9. 19 minus 8, 11. And if you subtract 10 from the third row, we get 0, 5, 9, 12. And write down the last row as it is. After subtracting the minimum elements from each row, let me now look at column wise too. The first column has 0 element, leave it. The second column also has 0 element, so leave it. And third and fourth column also having 0 element, so leave this. Now the matrix becomes ready for making assignment. So as usual, we give the first assignment for the row which has minimum number of zeros. Now we are going to make an assignment. As usual, we are going to give the first assignment for the row which has minimum number of zeros. The first row has only 1 0, second row has only 1 0, third row has only 1 0 and the last row has 4 zeros. So either we may give the first assignment for the first row, second row or third row. So I have to choose the first row for making assignment. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same column and row wise. So here column wise has 3 zeros, so I have to cross 3 zeros like this, and row wise doesn't have any 0. And let us go to the last row. Here we have 3 zeros. So we are going to make assignment at these 3 positions, either one of these 3 positions, either at this position or at this position or at this position. Arbitrarily I have to choose this position for making assignment. So cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. So after this, let us check whether each row has exactly one assignment. Here the first row has an assignment, whereas the second row and third row doesn't have any assignment, and the last row has an assignment, which means the current assignment is not optimal. So we move on to the next step. So in this next step, what we are going to do is we have to draw a minimum number of straight lines which covers all 0 elements. which doesn't have any assignment. These two are the rows which doesn't have any assignment. So we mark these two rows and I label it as 1 and 2. So these two rows, that is second and third row, doesn't have any assignment. So mark these two rows. In this row, check whether is there any zero element. Here there is a zero element, so you mark this column. This is your third mark. So after this mark, we have to look at this column. In this column, is there any assignment made? Yeah, there is an assignment here. You mark this corresponding row. This is your fourth step. So let me start with the second row. Here the row doesn't have any any assignment. So mark this row. After marking this row, check whether is there any zero element. If it is so, you mark this column. So first column has a zero element, so you mark this column. So in this column, check is there any assignment. There is an assignment in the first row, so you mark this corresponding row. And let me now move on to the second. So in the second marked column, that is the third column, look at is there any zero element. There is a zero element. So already we marked this column, and in this column there is an assignment. We already make an mark in this row too. So next what we are going to do is, you have to draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked column. So let me show this clearly to you now. So let me draw a straight line through unmarked row and marked column. So the last row alone is unmarked one, whereas the first column is a marked one. So after this, we have to choose the minimum element from the all uncovered elements. That is, we have to choose the minimum element from the elements which is not covered by any of the straight lines. Here, these are all the elements not covered by any of the straight lines. Among these, you have to choose a minimum. So 5 is the minimum element, isn't it? So we have to subtract 5 from all uncovered elements, and you have to add this 5 with the point of intersection of the line. This is the point of intersection of the line. And leave the remaining element as it is. Now let me subtract 5 from all uncovered elements. So 6 minus 5, 1, 10 minus 5, 5, 14 minus 5, 9. Next for the second row, 5 minus 5, 0, 9 minus 5, 4, 11 minus 5, 6. And for the third row, 5 minus 5, 0, 9 minus 5, 4, and 12 minus 5, 7. And we have to add this minimum element with the point of intersection of the straight line. This is the only portion where the two lines intersect with each other. So 0 plus 5, 5. This portion we have 5. And you have to write down the remaining elements as it is. So first row we have 0, second row here we have 0, third row here we have 0, and for the last row here we have zeros. So after this, we have to make an assignment. As usual, we give the first preference for the rows which has minimum number of zeros. So the first row has only 1 0, second row has 2 zeros, whereas third row also has 2 zeros, fourth row has 3 zeros. So we give the first preference for the first row since it has only 1 0. Now I am going to make an assignment for the first row. At this position, after making the assignment, you have to cross the remaining 0 elements in the same column and row. So column is it has 2 zeros, I cross the two 0 elements. Row wise it doesn't have any 0. So leave it. So the second row has only 1, whereas the third row also has only 1 0. Now I am going to make my second assignment. So for making second assignment, I have two options. Either I am going to make second assignment for the second row or third row. So I am going to make an assignment for second row first. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same column and row wise. Now, look at the third row, doesn't have any 0 elements. So you move on to the last row. In the last row, we have two options. Either we have to make assignment at this position or this position. So I have to prefer this position for making assignment first and cross the remaining 0 element in the same row and column. So after making assignment, check whether all the rows has exactly one assignment. Here the first row has an assignment, second row also has an assignment, whereas third row doesn't have any assignment and fourth row has an assignment. Which means the current assignment schedule is not optimal. So we move on to the next step. In the next step, what we are going to do is, you have to draw a minimum number of straight lines which covers all 0 elements. Mark the row which doesn't have any assignment. Here the third row doesn't have any assignment. So you mark this row, this is your first step. After marking this row, look at this row elements. Is there any 0 element? Yeah, that is two 0 elements in the first and second column. So you mark these two rows. So let me take it as 2 and 3. So let me now proceed with the second marked column. That means we start with the second column. So in this column, look at, is there any assignment made? Yeah, that is an assignment here. So you mark this corresponding row. This is your fourth step. And next we start with the third marked column. So in this column, check, is there any assignment made? Yeah, there is an assignment here. If it is so, you mark this corresponding row. This is your fourth step. After doing this, you have to draw a straight line through all unmarked rows. Since the last row alone is an unmarked row, whereas the first, second and third row are marked rows. So you draw a straight line through unmarked row and marked column. The first and second column alone a marked column. So this gives a minimum number of straight lines which cover all 0 elements. Now you have to choose the minimum element. Let me show this clearly to you now. So now we have to choose the minimum element from all uncovered elements. So these are all the elements which is not covered by any of the straight line. So among these, you have to choose the minimum element. So among these, the minimum element is 4 is the minimum element. So what we are going to do next is, you have to subtract 4 from all uncovered elements and you have to add this with the point of intersection of the straight line. So at these two positions, you have to add 4 with 5 and 0 and leave the remaining elements as it is. Now let me start with by subtracting the minimum element from all uncovered elements. So 5 minus 4. For the first row, 5 minus 4, 1 and 9 minus 4, 5. 4 minus 4 for the second row here 0 and 6 minus 4, 2 and for the third row 4 minus 4, 0, 7 minus 4, 3. And you have to add this minimum element at these two positions. So for the last row 5 plus 4, 9, and 0 plus 4, 4. And write down the remaining elements as it is. For the first row 0, 1, second row 0, 0, and for the third row 0, 0, and for the last row 0, 0. So now we are going to make an assignment. As usual, write down the minimum number of zeros in each row first. So first row has only 1 0, second row has 3 0, third row also has 3 0, fourth row has 2 zeros. So no need to write down the minimum number of zeros in each rows like this. This is for your understanding purpose. I write down number of zeros in each rows in the outside of the matrix. You just remember that. Just keep this in mind and proceed for making assignment, which is first, second, etc. Okay. This is for your understanding purpose and write it here. Okay. Now, I am going to make an assignment for the first row since it has only 1 0. So making assignment for the first row and cross the remaining 0 elements in the same column and row wise. So column wise it has 2 0, but row wise doesn't have any zeros. So let me move on to the next assignment. So it has only 2 0, here also 2 0. So now the second, third and last row has 2 zeros. So I am going to prefer the second row first. Second row we have two options. Either I have to make assignment at this position or this position. Arbitrarily I have to choose this position for making assignment. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. So column wise only 1 0, row wise 1 0. I cross the 0 elements. So after this, the third row has only 1 0, whereas the fourth row has 2 0. So I am going to make assignment for the third row first. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column, and for the last assignment for this position. Now check whether each row has exactly one assignment. Here all the rows has exactly one assignment, also column wise 2. Each column has exactly one assignment, which means the current assignment is optimal. So the optimum assignment schedule is job A is assigned with machine 1. So job B to machine 2, job C to machine 3 and job D to machine 4. Next we have to find out the original cost associated with this position in order to calculate the minimum assignment cost. For that, let me now look at the given matrix. This is for the given matrix, and for this position A to 1 we have the original cost associated with it is 18, and B to 2 we have 13, and C to 3 we have 19, and D to 4, because since it is unbalanced, we introduce a dummy row to make it balanced and proceed using the Hungarian method and convert this matrix to this matrix finally to obtain the optimum assignment schedule. So cost associated with this position is 0. So adding all these values together we get 18 plus 13 plus 19 plus 0. This is your minimum assignment cost. So adding all these values we get 8. So adding all these values together we get 50. So the optimum assignment schedule we have arrived as A to 1, B to 2, C to 3 and D to 4, and the minimum assignment cost is 50, which means the fourth machine is left without any assignment. Hope you got a clear idea about how to calculate an optimum assignment schedule and its associated cost for an unbalanced assignment problem. Thanks for watching. See you again in my next video.